We all know what it's like to get those text messages that are a little bit sexually explicit, or let's just say totally inappropriate, especially when you've just met someone for the first time. Well, how do you respond when he sends you a sexual text? Should you completely reject him? Or are you able to actually get your message across while still setting your standards and not turning him off at the same time? Stick with me and I'll tell you how to do exactly that. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Renee Slansky. I'm a professional dating and relationship coach, and I help women from around the world uncomplicate love and find the relationship that they desire and deserve. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then make sure you do so, and don't forget to turn on the notification button. Okay, let's talk about those messages, okay? Those texts that we get from men that we kind of go, why did he send that? Because it's almost like he's completely jumping the gun, right? You know, sometimes guys can send a sexually explicit message or inappropriate message straight up and he hasn't even really met. We live in the day and age where, because we have computer screens and technology and mobile phones, people feel that they can say whatever it is that they want because they feel that there's less accountability purely because there is actually distance between you or a screen in between you. I can guarantee that the majority of men wouldn't actually go up to you in person and say what it is that they're texting to you face to face, because they know it's not appropriate, and also because they risk the rejection that they don't want as well. So why do guys do it? Why do they actually send these text messages that take it from 0 to 100 in literally like 5 seconds? Whether it's send me a naked picture, or what are you wearing, or what's your underwear look like, or here's a picture of my dick. You know, why do they do that? Well, initially, what men like to do when they're actually meeting a woman or getting to know a woman is they're going to be sending out these kind of tests, okay? They're going to be testing you again and again in the early stages of a relationship because they want to actually know where your boundaries are. They want to know if you're a woman that kind of just gives in and does whatever that he wants, or they want to know if you're a woman who's actually going to challenge him. And ladies, you want to be the second woman. You want to be the woman that challenges him, not only because it's actually going to draw him more to you and actually make him more attracted to you, but also because it means that you're able to communicate your standards to him and make sure that you're not falling for someone who's only in it for the chase or the game. I believe personally that if a guy sends you a picture of his penis, or if he sends you a sexually explicit or a sexual alluding sort of message, then it's for selfish reasons, okay? Because a real gentleman wouldn't just start sending you pictures of genitalia or, you know, instantly going, you know, full blast and wanting to get intimate with you, especially through a text, you know, through a screen. You know, intimacy, I believe, is something that should be earned and something that actually takes emotional investment as well in order to be able to be fulfilling. Guy just assumes that he can get intimate with you, not even physically, but through a screen first, then really it's kind of setting the sort of standards of what it is that he wants from you and also what his intentions are for the relationship as well. What should you do in that instance, especially if you really like the guy? Because it's kind of disappointing when you've been getting to know this guy and you're attracted to him, then all of a sudden he does that thing, right? He sends that message where he takes whatever it is that you're saying, whether you've just gotten out of the shower or you're going out with some girlfriends, or maybe you've just gone swimwear shopping or something like that, and he takes it, you know, next level as such, okay, where he says, send me a pic. Or he says, are you naked? Or I'd love to join you in the bath right now. Really? This soon? Really? Where's the charm? Where's the romance? Where's the actual courting? Because we want to know that he's not after us just for sex, right? So here is what you need to do. Okay, so basically there's 3 ways that you can respond. The first way is kind of in a passive way, where you can say to him, oh, you know, not right now, ha ha ha, maybe later, or, oh, you know, be a little bit cheeky backwards, and he thinks, great, it means that she's actually into it, and he knows that the more that he can push you and push this boundary, the more that he'll actually finally get what it is that he wants, and then chances are he'll only want you for that and he'll leave. The second way that you can respond is by being overly aggressive. Even if he is in the wrong and what he's done is inappropriate, it doesn't mean that you have to stoop to his level of, sending a full-on reaction back or swearing or being abusive or start accusing him, okay? Don't forget, this is the point where we either bring out the best in this guy or we bring out the worst, or we at least realize what sort of person he really is based on his response, and then we decide whether or not we want to continue to invest in him. So by responding aggressively, by saying, "Oh my effing God, I can't believe you think I'm that sort of woman. Is this all you're on? Blah, blah, blah. How dare you?" And we start being all feministic and burning our bra in front of him. He's just going to think, whoa, too hard, don't want to go there. And he's going to run a mile. And then we're left going, oh, well, hang on a second, I did want your attention. Well, it really depends on the sort of guy that you want. Personally, if a guy sends you a dick pic, I think that's a major red flag and I wouldn't even bother. And if it believes that he can just continue to hound you with sexual sort of texts all the time after you've said no, again, that's another red flag. But if he's just being a little bit cheeky and he's just kind of hinting and, flirting with you a little, then again, you've got to decide which way you want to go, because which way you go actually communicates who you are and your standards for that relationship as well. Now, the third way you can go about it is actually respond in such a way where you're able to communicate that standard, that he isn't going to get what it is that he wants right now, but he has to be able to work to a certain level to be able to get that level of intimacy that he desires with you. And the way you do that is something that's really kind of simple. Remember, you don't have to go into an essay, you don't have to abuse him, and you don't have to say yes. It's simply about sending an ambiguous text back, but still communicating your standard through that text. For example, if he wants to see a picture of you after you've just come out of the shower, then send him one back of you in a robe, okay, with a shower cap on, looking like a total grandma. Because what it does is it then takes his sort of sexual sort of text down to a level of, this is a joke and I'm not taking what you're saying seriously, and I'm going to tell you that because there's no way that you're going to see me naked, okay? Sending him a picture of you looking like a grandma will get a little bit of a laugh, and you're able to say to him, well, this is me just out of the shower. Sorry, if you want to see me beyond looking like a grandma, that's going to take a couple more dates down the track. What you've done is you've used humor to diffuse his sexual text, and at the same time really made it clear who it is that you are and what it is that you want and how it is that you work when it comes to relationships. You see, I think the perfect way personally as a woman to be able to really take any sort of sexual text that a guy sends to you is to turn it into something completely unsexy. Because then what that does is it shows that you can take on his challenge and throw another challenge back at him. It means that you're able to meet him eye for eye, that you are totally aware of what it is that he's doing, that you're not allowing him to believe that he can just get away with it, but at the same time, you're not coming across as someone passive or someone crazy. You're just coming across as an easy, down-to-earth, funny girl who isn't going to take no crap from nobody. Now, how he responds will really let you know if he's able to take on board what it is that you said. If he then responds with something like, what's under the robe, or take off the towel or something like that, then that's where you might need to be a little bit firm and then say to him, hey, I think you got me confused with the person that you're eventually going to get to know later on down the track, because this isn't really me. I'm not the sort of person that jumps to fifth base on the first date. Don't be afraid to really set that standard right then and there. You are not obligated to send him any sort of response that makes you feel uncomfortable as a woman. Well, there you go, girls. I hope that really helped. Let me know what your responses have been to some of those text messages. If you've been sent a dick pic, or if you've been sent something where you're just like, oh my gosh, is this guy for real? And personally, I believe as women, we need to keep men accountable to their actions, because if they're going to think they can get away with doing it to us, then they're going to think they can get away with doing it to another woman out there. All right, ladies, that's it from now. Hope you have an incredible week, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.